Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to the Spanish campaign, where we are, well, we're trying to kick Italy's bottoms. They have sent a light cruiser to harass a convoy over here, well, with a little destroyer in tow. I've ordered the naval invasion of Sardinia. We did get a port strike, but the way that the ports just regenerate makes it so difficult. Right. Split. Navarez. Cornwall. You follow them. Let's get all the admin done. Wow. You're a little low in the water there, Colon. There we go. Oh, you're over here. Very well. Transports do have guns, but they're only 1.9 inch. There they go. Hit, but it was an overpin. I'm assuming that's the, like... No, it's not. It's the destroyer. Out front. Overpin. Must have literally no armour at all if we're overpinning it. That was not an overpin. That was a full-on detonation behind the main belt. Yeah, no armour at all. Fair enough on a destroyer, of course. Oh, there we go. Hit something solid. Taking out their main battery as well. I mean, it's not terrible design. There's turbo-electric engines make them very expensive. But other than that, it's not the end of the world. It's just, yeah, it's up against two light cruisers that are very much designed to turn destroyers into metal confetti. And the light cruiser is pretty ancient by our standards. And is sunk. Well, starting much the same as all the other encounters we've had with the Italian Navy. Let's head back to the map. Right, welcome back. It's now February. We're being offered a peace deal. Now, I'm going to... Actually, if I accept this, it's not going to work. Is it? Oh, actually, I don't actually know how this interacts. I am going to say agree. Because I think that it can't go through until the naval invasion finishes, which is in 2 turns. I'm very unlikely to take eastern Sicily, and the Italian army is doing a pretty good job pushing us off western Sicily, so I'd quite like to keep western Sicily. I'll see if that works. The Italian Navy is nowhere to be seen. So yeah, I'll see you in a couple of turns. We have a peace deal, which is absolutely fantastic. I did have to push it. Oh, we could get Montenegro. Sure. Yoink. Oh, hello. Well, there's some interesting options. Nope. That's a very random province to have. Yeah, so we couldn't take Eastern Sicily. Which is a shame, but it's not the end of the world. fleet up. And, and I'm going to pop a couple of... Well, I'm going to pop a destroyer up in Bar for now. So not too bad, actually. We have grabbed a little bit of territory there. Didn't manage to take all of Sicily. Just because our naval invade power is not big enough to make an issue of any properly well-defended province like that. What are we going to get in big guns? Mark 312s. Hello. Yes, I will have a look at those hulls. But if we've got Mark 312s on the way very soon, I know we've got modern battleships. So we've got the modern battlecruiser. Okay, large cruiser 2, large cruiser 1. Large cruiser 1 is a lot more interesting. I kind of like this new hull they added, and this has got an interesting selection of towers. But this would definitely fit our aesthetic. And I'm thinking, you know, we've got the begonias under construction. These kind of treaty cruisers. Why don't we build a supercruiser? It's pretty early to go ahead and build a supercruiser, but I think it does fit with Spain's position where, you know, we just fought a war where it's mostly taking on enemy light cruisers and destroyers. We've barely seen any heavy cruisers, but you know, the Italians do have a couple of them. What do the Austrians have? A few things. Yeah, well, fleet sizes have gone down a bit, haven't they? Interesting, apart from the British. Right, what's our relations like with folk? The Germans don't like us. See, whilst I am perfectly prepared to have a crack at Germany, they don't have anything we want. So let's start Operation Amigos with Germany. The Austrians might have a go at us again. They could probably eat Montenegro very quickly from us. So I might want to avoid it. But, yeah, let me sort the fleet out. Okay, fleet is now back in port. Yeah, I think there's no point us going for new capital ships right now, as we're just starting to get the Mark III big caliber guns. And, of course, one thing I haven't done is, yeah, I got the begonias under construction. But now that we have the Mark 4.8s, it's time to refit our older heavy cruisers. So we can get the Nuestras a fresh lick of paint. And some new guns. And okay. Might require a little bit more significant rearranging than I was expecting. But hopefully it's just a case of a little bit of a shuffle. There we go. A little bit of a shuffle. Okay. Next. Oil. Double gear turbines. Fancy. Swap and forced balanced. New steering gear should make them significantly more agile. Better armor, anti-flash, anti-torp, massive change to the Citadel. And just jet protection in general. Jeez. That's a big difference. There we go. That brings them up to modern standards, I would say. Yes, 8-inch 50s. Do I need to enhance the deck protection? No, not really. Now, one of the big comments I had about this was there's no secondary guns on it. And that is true. But I mean, we could add, you know, a couple of 2-inch guns, but they're not really going to give you very much, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Now, we are at 95%, so we really should use that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get away with adding... I can add speed. 20... I mean, they're going to have to force the boilers again. Yeah, let's get another couple of knots of speed out of the ship. Leave them on forced boilers. Yeah, just not a crazy change in how they are, but a little bit of an upgrade. Still a useful ship, although their speed is the main thing holding them back. That's not too bad. Right, let's have a look at the other heavy cruisers. Okay, here's our other heavy cruiser. Let's get them refitted as well. Double gear turbines and oil too. Can upgrade their steering gears, armor, torpedo, a bit citadel, shells, and propellant turret system. And a rangefinder does give me a little bit of spare displacement. Because one of the things I'd love to do with these is to make them a 9-gunner instead of a 6, but 200 tons is not enough to pull that off. Because, yeah, each turret is 135 tons heavier. So they're going to stay as a little bit of an undergunned thing. What else could we do to make them a bit more useful then? We could up their bulkheads. There we go. Yeah, let's give them many bulkheads. Give them a bit more internal division, and give them the same 8-inch 50 caliber Mark IVs that we're now using across our cruiser fleet. Okay, very good. I'll get those refitting as well, and then well, let's I'll wait till all that's done, and then we can have a look at some form of super cruiser. Okay, I actually waited a couple of months so that we could get Krupp 5. For some reason, the tech randomizer has decided to skip Krupp 4. These things are not going to be the fastest things in the world, so they're not going to be a full-on cruiser killer, like an Alaska class. They're not going to be able to, you know, outrun anything. I see them more as a super heavy cruiser, something like that. Right, let's have a look at the towers. 16, 17, 21. 26 around there. Well, I think this one definitely is the best value for money. Secondary towers. What do you got for me? 7, 11. Yeah, I think this one is our best value, which means it does have a definite Spanish look to it. I'm guessing... Really, I only need one funnel? Wow, these really are advanced funnels. Right, and the centerpiece is going to be these Mark III 12-inch guns. No reason why we can't use triples, I guess. Duals and triples are identical now for us. Okay. It's quite a lot of firepower for a ship this size. I haven't done my usual lowering the beam and draft yet, but I think that is a good idea on this ship because we do still have budget concerns. Just need to lower the towers and things back onto the deck. Yes, that makes it a little bit more. Let's go for 24 even. 5, about 5. Standard ratio shells. Okay. Okay, and it already has a little bit of armor. Let's go for 12-inch 45s. Secondary guns. Yeah, it has mountings for little 2-inch pop guns. But given that this is a cruiser killer, I'm wondering if we can do something a little bit more interesting. I'm wondering if we can get some 6-inch guns in as well, so that we have a ship with a genuinely terrifying amount of firepower compared to your average cruisers that can just sort of obliterate enemy kind of cruiser squadrons and things. Yeah, let's go for something like that. Could fit a second funnel and get crazy efficiency. I'm mostly doing that to get extra range out of the ship. But actually no, because I do want to fit a forward-firing 6-incher as well. I think that gun, that bobbit, will be okay. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 6-inch guns. We've got 12-inch guns. So far, so good. I wonder if we can get 3-inch guns anywhere? Yeah, we can. Get some 3-inch guns as well. So we have a nice little smorgasbord of firepower. A torpedo launcher on the back, because you've got this little quarterdeck. Why not? This ship has everything. Possibly it's over-engineered. Very possibly might be an over-engineered ship. Oh, dear me. What's my armor quality? 170. Okay, let's armor against our own 6-inch guns first of all. Actually, if we're making everything 45s, can we do that with the 6 inches? Yes, we can. Let's just make everything a 45 caliber gun. So we're going to need 4-inch to protect against the 6-inch guns, and against the 12s, what are we talking? Yeah, 3-inch main deck, 1.5 on the extended. And then we're just talking about the main belt. I think 12 would be ideal, with 14 on the turret. And we'll go 6, 3, 3. And then let's go for a 1.5-inch inner. Go. Let's go for something like that. That's a pretty heavily protected ship, and I still have displacement left. This hull is insane. Okay. Well, I guess we could make it spacious with maximum range. Jesus, I can't push the speed at all, can I? Oh, I can. What? Wow, okay. 31 knots, 32 knots. Let's go 31 knots. Okay, well, this has gone from a... Oh, I don't think this is going to be a proper super cruiser to a... God damn! What the hell? How you... what? I know it's pretty big at 24,000 tons. But, I mean, the closest I can think to this is a Scharnhorst class, right? Which came... We're a few years before the Scharnhorsts were launched, right? They were bigger, all right? They were 32, 38,000 tons, right? They had 9 11-inch guns. We have 9 12-inch guns. Plus, they had 12 6-inch guns. We only have 9, to be fair. We don't have the 4-inch stuff that they had. And the armor's not quite as thick. But... oh, really? At the same speed, it's basically it's a Scharnhorst on like 10,000 tons less displacement. I think this would... This thing could potentially be an absolute terror. I kind of love it. What a nice ship. Okay. Obviously, with Spain, we're not going to be able to afford many of these. They're 300 million each, which is more than a Silencio, although the Silencios will be more once we refit them. But damn. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Right, let's see how many I can afford. Alright, I have decided to order 3 of these. I am going to select where they go. I want one in Cadiz. I would like one in Valencia. And the third one... Where's the furthest... I could put it in Montenegro. Yeah, sure. Let's forward base one of these bad boys. Right. or bad girls. The Aquila de Nantes class, very spicy. Right, we are losing a little bit of money, so I am gonna scale. I'm gonna keep things positive. Build up a bit of a war chest. I'm going to try and get the Germans to stop hating us. And then we need to plan our next steps, which we're going to have the 14-inch Mark III relatively soon. We've almost got the 13-inch Mark III. That will necessitate a refit of the Cervantes and Silencios. And then I think we need to think about our modern battleship, and I'd like it to have 16-inch guns. Which means waiting a little bit more, because we do have that modern battleship to have a look at. We also have the modern battlecruiser, but I maybe save that for later. Anyway, it's going to be me clicking through. I'll see you in, well, I'll see you in 20 months, probably. There's not too much going on just now. Oh, Italy's at war with the British. Yeah, that looks like the main thing going on. Right, see you soon. Alright, welcome back a little bit earlier than I was intending, because we have unlocked the Mark III 14-inch, which is lovely, because that means we can get the battleships refitted. Let's start off with the Cervantes. She is pretty much the oldest ship in the fleet now, I think. Or the oldest since getting a refit. Wow, those guns just fit fine. Great. What's the default length? 42? Let's make them 45s. Also, my mouth is no longer working. We can also make the 3-inch pop guns a little bit longer. We can improve the various systems on the ship. There's quite a lot of protection upgrades. Yeah, unfortunately, it sends us overweight. However, we have a truly ludicrous amount of engine efficiency, enough that I can probably remove a funnel. Probably remove 2 funnels if I wanted, and replace them with other ones. But if I take away a funnel, that saves a fair bit of weight. I know this seems really weird, but we could enlarge the ship. There you go. It's going to take a long time, but if we do that, if we just enlarge it, that'll actually help with our main problem, which is invasion fleet power. It's still a minimum displacement ship. But now it works. Can I keep the second funnel? Still stay underway? No. Yeah, let's let's put on some bulk. Okay. Yeah, so they're no longer a pocket battleship. Well, I don't know, 8 14-inch guns on 32,000 tons. It's not too bad. But yeah, just give them a bit of a bulk, some extra kind of mass. And yeah, that's going to make them a lot more expensive, but yeah, it's gonna make them a lot more capable, I think. Right, let's have a look at the Silencios. Okay, next up are the Silencios. Yes, I think A little bit of gun lengthening. What else can we do? They already had coincidence 5. RDF, I mean. Now they can have coincidence 5. Improve all of this. Improve that. Improve the armor. Improve this and this and this and this. And yeah, suddenly, yeah, looking very nice. I'm trying to think, is there anything we could add to these? Can I make them go 30 knots? Yeah, there we go. Push the engines a little bit. Get a nice round number. Okay, very, very minor upgrade for them, but those new guns will, basically new barrels on the turrets. That will help considerably, I think. New engines, and just a general little spruce up. Lovely. Okay, welcome back. The new cruisers are starting to commission up. I'm actually going to move the one in Cadiz to Palermo, so we can forward base them, so they can raid all across the Med. In terms of politics situation, everything's pretty quiet for us. The economy's been growing nicely. We've gone way past the Soviet Union, who are having awful problems for some reason. They're having a real trouble holding on. I think they got into a war and lost pretty badly, which has given them all sorts of unrest problems. We're still a fair bit behind Japan, but not doing too shabby. We're kind of in that region. The US growth is not great, although they are starting to increase now. And the UK is way out in front with an absolutely insane stonks amount of money. Yeah. Okay. The US has been busy over in the Pacific, I see. Interesting. Yeah, so not really a lot going on. I think it's... I do want those 16-inch arm ships, though. I'm just about to get the 15-inch Mark III. We'll wait until the 16-inch Mark III. It's probably about a year away. Something like that. Other things on the horizon. We should get the Mark V 4 and 5-inch guns soonish, which will let us update our existing destroyers and do that kind of thing. And then we have the advanced destroyers soon as well. We could maybe build some things, although I tend to find that they're pretty shockingly crap hulls. Anyway, I'm going to end it here now that we're into the 1930s. And yeah, I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.